Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Dean.
And I'm Yuki Washington. Tonight, a West Deptford police officer is off the job and faces several charges. Eyewitness News reporter Alicia Nieves joins us from police headquarters with the disturbing allegations. Alicia?
Well, Yuki and Jess, this officer is essentially being accused of being a crooked cop, of abusing his badge to make arrests that were potentially for profit. West Deptford police officer Thomas McWayne has won awards for cleaning up the streets of New Jersey, making arrest after arrest for drug possession. This proclamation was made for him last year by West Deptford Township. It called him a, quote, source of pride.
As chief of police, you know, I was ecstatic with him.
Officer McWayne even did an interview with a TV station in Houston where he talked about the lengths he would go to help someone get into rehab. Authorities now say what Officer McWayne didn't mention is that he may have been setting people up and profiting off those arrests.
Here's a guy that's bringing in all these drug arrests every month, and you're sitting there going, my God, this guy's phenomenal. And then you find out it's, you know, not what it appears to be.
The patrolman's chief, Chief Samuel D. Simone, says in April some body camera footage of Officer McWayne came to his attention. It showed the officer's alleged misconduct. It led to a 6-month investigation, and authorities now believing Officer McWayne was somehow convincing people to hang out with him and bring drugs.
Acting like he's not an officer, acting like he's somebody else.
Officer McWayne would allegedly show up in a patrol car, make an arrest, and then convince that person to go to rehab. Not necessarily because he cared about their well-being, but allegedly because it was a scheme to funnel people into a drug rehab center that Officer McWayne had a financial stake in.
I worry that the people of West Deptford or even Gloucester County or of all South Jersey think that that's how everybody is here in West Deptford, and they're not.
And Officer McWayne has been suspended without pay as he now faces a slew of charges that include official misconduct, tampering with evidence, and falsifying reports. Now, sources say this investigation is still very much an ongoing one, and Officer McWayne could face more charges. Reporting live in West Deptford, Alicia Nieves, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Alicia, thank you.
Award-winning New Jersey cop arrested for profiting from arrests he referred to drug rehab. November 10, 2017. 14.1K views. A New Jersey cop was arrested on Tuesday for luring people to meet up with him, asking them to bring narcotics, then arresting and steering his targets to a drug rehab program in which he has a financial stake. When West Deptford police officer Thomas M. McWayne, 30, realized an investigation was underway, he deleted incriminating text messages of him asking someone to bring drugs to a traffic stop so he could arrest them and then refer them to Shields Against Addiction Rehab Center, where he also works as a program coordinator. Before being busted by his own department for filing a false police reports for his revenue-generating scheme, Officer McWayne claimed he just wanted to help people. McWayne's professional record as a cop includes several accolades and awards, according to NJ.com. Before working for West Deptford, McWayne worked as a cop for South Harrison Township, where he was recognized as a Top Gun officer in 2010 for his high number of DWI arrests. He was honored by the Deptford Township Committee in 2016 for being the first officer in the state of New Jersey to earn a certification as an addiction recovery coach after training through the Addictions Academy in Miami. According to the commendation he received, Officer McWayne enrolled in drug addiction rehab courses at his own expense to help him recognize the signs of addiction and help addicts on the road to recovery. The proclamation honored McWayne as a source of pride for West Deptford Township. Through his dedication and desire to help the recovery community, Patrolman Thomas McWayne has proven himself to be a source of pride for West Deptford Township and a true asset to our community and police department's statement. According to McWayne, he just wanted to help people. We're arresting the same people over and over again, he said in 2016 after receiving his award, lamenting the lack of options for addicts when they encounter police. I wanted to be able to find something else to do. Charges against McWayne, announced this week, involve a case from earlier this year in which McWayne filed a false narrative in an arrest report regarding evidence seizure. He sought to refer a subject with whom he had contact as a West Deptford Township police officer to a drug rehab facility in which he had a financial interest, detectives said. According to police, the allegations against McQueen involve more than one incident. Authorities at the West Deptford Police Department said they learned something was awry in April and launched an internal affairs investigation. Some of the evidence collected during the investigation includes body cam footage, according to West Deptford Township Police Chief Sam DeSimone. At one point, Chief DeSimone said he was happy with McQueen. "I was ecstatic with him," he said Wednesday. "He was getting drugs off the street. He was helping people." Officer McQueen, who refers to himself as a program coordinator at Shields Against Addiction on his LinkedIn profile, was arrested on November 9, after surrendering to the Gloucester County Prosecutor's Office where he was charged with official oppression. A testimonial written by McQueen appears on the Shields Against Addiction website. Destroying the stigma surrounding addiction, especially in those on the front lines, is one of the first steps we can take in helping solve the opiate epidemic. This seminar is the place to start. He has been suspended without pay and is scheduled to appear in court December 21. West Deptford Township Thomas McQueen Addiction is an Epidemic by Ben Keller on Scribd.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.